Oh, we going live? There we go, baby. We're live. There we go, baby. We're live. Let's get this. Let's get this. That's your introductory stem. We're talking about 5 neurodivergent addictions today. It's going to be an amazing live stream. I see that we're live right now. We're live on Facebook, LinkedIn, both of my YouTube pages, the Dr. Kojo Software YouTube page, and also the Late Night with Dr. Kojo YouTube page. We're live also on Twitch, and we're live on TikTok as well. Go ahead and use the comment section to let me know what your name is and where you're checking in from. Let's get this show on the road, baby. Let's get this show on the road. I just forgot that I needed some water. I know I'm dehydrated today. So let me go get some water real quick. Y'all go ahead and drop your names in the comment section. Let's get this show on the road, baby. Let's get it. All right. It is showtime. Let's see who we have here today. I'm just letting y'all know I'm hydrated. I'm dehydrated today. So I got 2 water bottles and I got my little Nello mix. So I'll mix it on the live stream. It's like a little cool thing to watch the thing be mixed. Let's see who we have here in the live stream. On TikTok, we have Lennox from Sweden. Lennox, thank you for your attention. We have Mason, Kaja from Minnesota, Mason from Ireland. We have, I'm early, but Leilani, for full disclosure, on my Instagram stories yesterday, I said that I couldn't make yesterday's live stream and I would be streaming today instead. And I said I was going to stream at 5 o'clock. I said I was going to stream at 5 o'clock West Coast time, and we started at what, 5:40. So once again, with neurodivergence, see, this is how we get to places on time. You have to trick yourself by giving yourself a fake time. So I'm late based off of yesterday's standards, but I'm early based off of our regular standards. What a life. What a life. Mickey Ficky. Lacey is from Australia. Lacey, I'm happy to see you. Very cute photo there with your child. That's awesome. Lauren from Toronto. Lauren, I'm happy to see you. Jordan from Wisconsin. Sarah says, we're in Nashville. I thought you'd never ask. I'll be at the Zanies Comedy Club on May 31st in Nashville, Tennessee, and I would love to see you there. I would love to see you there. I'm flying to Nashville this weekend for some other business. So I'll be in Tennessee this weekend, but I'll go and I'll get some promotional videos for the comedy show. So I'm just doing a quick stop in Nashville this weekend just to go. I might check out a show at Zanies this weekend. I think Ian Bagg is headlining on Saturday. I'm not sure, but I may be at the show this weekend in Nashville. So if you happen to be at Zanies, you might see me. If you see me, say what's up. But my official headlining show in Nashville, Tennessee will be May 31st at the Zanies Comedy Club. That's the second date of our big Neurodivergent Comedy World Tour. The tour starts off in Houston, Texas at the All Jokes Aside Comedy Club, April 26th. Just 3 weeks away. We're almost there. Just 3 weeks away. We are almost there. Mickey Ficky is right. Mickey Ficky is right. We have Shayla from Alaska. That's a very nice name. Shayla. Shayla. I like that. Somebody's asking to see my feet. What type of live stream we got going on? You want to see my feet? Oh, week. And let me see. From Hawaii. What's up? And no, you didn't miss yesterday's live stream. I missed it. Sarah, you'll be at the show in Nashville? Sarah, I cannot wait to see you. May 31st, Zanies Comedy Club. I cannot wait to see you, Sarah. It's going to be a Tennessee Sunday nighter. It's going to be an awesome night. And Patrick is joining us from the UK. So Patrick, thank you for your attention. I know it's super late where you are. Patrick is saying it's one of the addictions, spending too much money. So I have a list here of the top 5 neurodivergent addictions, and I did not have spending too much money on my list, which is incredible because I don't have an answer for it, Patrick. I don't know what to tell you. It really should be on the list. Spending too much money. Yeah, I agree. That should be an honorable mention. So I have top 5, but we have way more than 5. If you're neurodivergent, you know that we have way more than 5. We have way more than 5. And Haley, I have never been to Boise, Idaho, but I would love to come one day. Beautiful state. I've heard great things. I would love to come one day. The topic today, we're talking about the top 5 neurodivergent addictions. And we may as well go ahead and start off with impulsive spending as an honorable mention. Yeah, you know what? Patrick, love of the show goes to Patrick because love of the show goes to Patrick because I'm gonna include that on my list. So we have 6. So this is gonna be an honorable mention. Honorable mention right here. Because this is definitely a neurodivergent trap. It is most definitely one. It's most definitely one. Yeah, it is. Patrick is right. When the audience is right, I got to give it to you. Patrick is absolutely right. If you are neurodivergent, you need a budget. Then you need a budget for the budget. The moment you take your eyes off of your budget, you're in trouble. Do not do this. I have done this many a time. The moment I just remove my eyes from the budget, I'm like, whoa, how did I go negative? What's going on? Where did the money go? Who hacked into my account and spent my money? You feel like calling Bank of America and saying, hey, look, somebody has my card. There's somebody by the name of Kojo Sarfa who is spending Kojo Sarfo's money. And these are 2 different people. This is not me. Somebody is spending my money. Oh my goodness. And the impulsive spending does come in waves because our emotions are like this, right? So if our emotions are like this, they vacillate. When you feel happy, you feel like you got to treat yourself. So we had a hard week. Let's go treat ourselves. Let's go buy this $300 watch. Let's go book this last second vacation and pay $500 because we've had such a hard week. Let's go treat ourselves. And there's nothing wrong with treating yourself. There's nothing wrong with buying that watch. But if you plan for the watch, that $300 watch could cost $100 on Black Friday. That trip that you booked at the last second could cost a third of the price. Speaking of Nashville, I'm going to Nashville this weekend to handle some business. I knew I was going maybe a couple of days ago. I didn't have that much of a heads up. So the flight already would have been expensive. I waited until 2 days ago to book the flight, and it was hella expensive. I'm like, oh, Kojo, why did we do this? Why do we wait until the last second to book a flight when we know that we're gonna go there? Why did we do this? This is a neurodivergent trap. So impulsive spending, it is an addiction. It's absolutely a neurodivergent addiction. It is. And Alisi Jamin on TikTok says, you're the only live I stopped for. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It makes me feel good to see those comments. Whenever you drink anything as a neurodivergent, you're supposed to do at the end. Let me show y'all. It go like this. If you're not doing that, you're not enjoying life. All right, okay. Let me stop. I'm kidding. All right. Number 5 on my list of top 5 neurodivergent addictions. All right. Number 5, alcohol. Blame it on the alcohol. People want to blame it on the alcohol. It's not the alcohol. It's you. don't blame it on the alcohol. It's you. It is most definitely you. Alcohol. All right. If you are neurodivergent, it's very important that, first of all, it's important that you know that you're neurodivergent. It's very important that you know. All right. So in every family, right, we have two sides of the family. It's this invisible civil war going on. We have the diagnosed side of the family. All right. Then we have the undiagnosed side of the family. The undiagnosed side of the family looks at the diagnosed side of the family like they're crazy, and they laugh at you for taking mood stabilizers and antipsychotics and Adderall, and they laugh at you for going to bed at 10 o'clock, or at least trying to. They laugh at you for avoiding certain things. They're like, oh, this person is they're autistic. The whole time, they're just undiagnosed. They have no idea what's going on. So they're drowning their pain and sorrow in alcohol. They're self-sabotaging. They have no idea. This is why it's helpful to know if you're neurodivergent. You need to know these things, because if you are, your relationship with alcohol could be a complicated one. You could be somebody who struggles with social anxiety. You can struggle to form friendships. You can struggle going out, but you take a couple of shots. Now, depending on the type of shot, it can get you more loose, but generally speaking, you get a couple of shots of vodka or whatever it is. Now, all of a sudden, you feel loose. You let your guard down. Your CPTSD has become diminished, right? That chronic post-traumatic stress disorder that we have, the CPTSD, which comes from your childhood, it makes you hypervigilant. So you're always on edge. You're always just kind of looking around. You're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Something bad's going to happen. You're always just kind of like preparing for something bad to happen. And this makes it difficult for you to enjoy life. You cannot enjoy things when you go outside because you're waiting for something really bad to happen. So you can't sit down and talk to people. You can't make friends. You can't make romantic connections at the bar or at the lounge or at the club or at the library, wherever you go. Now, I would hope you wouldn't be getting tipsy at the library, but now that I think about it, that could be pretty fun to be tipsy at the library, right? After a couple of drinks, now it's as if you don't have CPTSD. You're no longer hypervigilant. You're no longer in your head. You're relaxed. You are subdued. You're talking to people. You're not concerned about how people perceive you. You're just having a good time. You're having a great, you're having a Tennessee Saturday night. You're having an amazing time. And then when you do this, you realize that people like you more when you're a little tipsy, right? And because we have some people-pleasing tendencies, we then realize, okay, all right, whenever I go out, I'm just gonna get a little tipsy. I'm just gonna get a little fried, and I'm gonna have a great time. And normally when you do this, you do tend to have a pretty good time. I'm not gonna lie, you have a pretty good time, but it's a slippery slope. You gotta be very careful. I'm not saying that every person who is neurodivergent here should be sober, no, but be very careful and be mindful of the fact that alcohol obviously is addictive. And anything that has the potential for addiction, if you're neurodivergent, you have to be very, 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 very careful with it. I say very about 12 times because you have to be extremely careful about it. And it looks like Eva, we have some people who get lit at the library. Okay, Eva. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Someone on TikTok says, I haven't had a drink in a month. I feel like when I drink, I start spiraling. Well, if you know that you start to spiral when you drink, then maybe it's not the best to drink. All right. And on TikTok, someone says, can you save this live or do a new video on this topic? So on TikTok, unfortunately, these live streams cannot be watched after the fact. I don't know why, and I wish it was different. I wish that on TikTok you could see these live streams after the fact. But if you follow me over on Facebook or on YouTube, you can watch this live stream after the fact. So that's the good thing about YouTube and Facebook. You can watch these live streams in their entirety on my Facebook, on my YouTube. Speaking of Facebook, we're very close to 2 million followers on Facebook. I mean, I was looking at people's comments and questions and DMs. I mean, it was like, I'm not gonna get sidetracked, but I was just reading what y'all have been sending me. Y'all were so kind. Like looking at some of the comments and DMs that I've been receiving, some of them made me want to cry. So 2 million on Facebook is crazy. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. I cannot thank y'all enough. Thank you for this platform. Thank you for giving me this space to be myself, a space where I can be unmasked and just be who I am. So this is my life's greatest joy. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Lacey, I love you too. Thank you so much. Like, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I love all of y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And somebody said sex, and then speaking about this right here, this is going to be one of the neurodivergent addictions. All right. So I haven't got to this part of the live stream yet, but I will get to it, because we are people that we have moments where we have the highest sex drive, and it's like we're like a rabbit. Like you have to pull us off of our partners. And then we have moments where we don't want to be touched. Like, don't touch me. Like, get off of me. Like, like even the thought of sex is just so disgusting. It's very interesting, but it is a neurodivergent addiction, and we will get to that. So we will get to that. All right. And backtracking, going back to the honorable mention, number 6 was impulsive spending. Shout out to Patrick. Patrick put me on. He was correct. And then number 5, alcohol. All right. Number 4. And yeah, we'll get to the sex conversation later. And this live stream, I'm doing them from 5 to 1. Normally I do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm doing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So number 4, substances / THC. All right. There's a lot of things that you're likely to be addicted to if you're neurodivergent. It's very important to know these things. THC. All right. If you are neurodivergent, you are 3 to 4 times more likely to smoke or use some form of THC as compared to your neurotypical peers. It's really hard to stop smoking. And like Deshaun is saying on Facebook, I'm trying to stop smoking. It's really hard to stop smoking because there are legitimate reasons as to why you may want to smoke. Number 1, over 90% of neurodivergent people struggle with insomnia. All right. Over 90% of us struggle with insomnia. And what's one thing that will help you get to bed a little easier? THC. Andrew, my guy, I appreciate you. Look, yeah. Like Lacey is saying the words before I can even say it. A lot of us who are neurodivergent can struggle with eating, and sometimes eating disorders are a thing. If you struggle to eat and you struggle to sleep, what's one thing that will help you out in both of those categories? THC. You see why it's so hard to stop? All of a sudden, we're able to sleep at night. All of a sudden, our appetite has come back. And even throwing a low sex drive in there. If you want to artificially boost your sex drive, a couple of magic gummies will do it for you. All right. So you see how it's easy to get hooked on this. And I'm not saying that you should like go off of it like forever and like you should never ever get high or whatever. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that it's an addiction because, and people say, oh, it's not addictive. Guys, don't give me that. Don't give me that. People say, oh, it's not addictive. It's like, it's whatever. Like I can stop. All right. Oh, I can stop it. Guys, you have to know who you're talking to. Like I have been there myself. Last year, I quit. Last year, January 1st, I threw away all the marijuana, all the alcohol in my house. I threw it all away. And guess what? A couple of months later, I got back on it. It was hard for me. And y'all want to know what made me actually quit for real? And I'm not sure if I'm even done, but what made me quit for real was having food poisoning. I mean, I got violently high that I started to mix like pancakes with rice and chicken teriyaki. Like like when you get too fried, you have like some of the worst food combinations. Like you go eat, and then I forgot that I ate, and I go eat again, and my stomach. I had food poisoning. I lost like 8 pounds in one day. I had to go to urgent care. I was in there begging for Zofran. I'm like, no, don't give me the pill. Like, just like give me the shot in the butt. Like, no, no. After that, I came home. I said, all right, let's throw away all of this again. Nope, we're not getting high anymore because we are not responsible. It cannot be in the house. We're not responsible. We don't know how to handle it. Oh my goodness. I had to work. Oh, I was throwing up. I had diarrhea. I think that's TMI, but I had to get off of it. I had to get off of it. And somebody's saying it calms my thoughts so much. That's another thing. So, like I say, THC is kind of like it's like a hood mood stabilizer, because it stabilizes your mood and it does it faster than medications, right? So the ideal way that I wish people would stabilize their mood is I wish people would come to see Dr. Kojo in the clinic, right? And ironically, I'm wearing my scrubs today. I haven't worn my scrubs in a long time, but like, shout out to the scrubs. These have held me down for a long time. The ideal way to treat your mood is to come and see Dr. Kojo in the clinic and say, oh, I've been struggling with anger. I've been struggling with blah, blah, blah. And then we use therapy and we use medications to help you stabilize your mood, whether it's antidepressants, mood stabilizers, whatever. We go the proper way, and then you can get off of the substances. However, it's way cheaper, and you can more quickly stabilize your mood with a 10 milligram sativa edible, or with a hit off the bong. In seconds, your mood stabilized. So for the person at home who doesn't have insurance or access to medical care, who was thinking to themselves like, oh, I gotta make this appointment, I have to go see somebody. It's so many steps. You can just take a hit of the bong, just one good rip, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm chill. You were having arguments and fights with your parents, your spouse. All of a sudden, you take one hit, one rip of the vape pen, and all of a sudden you're chill. You no longer want to argue. You no longer want to fight. And somebody's saying, hey, perfect, I have epilepsy. It relaxes my brain. And one thing that I will give the current administration a thumbs up for is the reclassification of marijuana. It's no longer a Schedule 1 substance. If it's Schedule 1, it means that there's no medical use for it, which has never made sense to me. What do you mean there's no medical use for THC? Like, that does not make any sense. There are a lot of reasons that THC can be helpful. Likewise, there's a lot of reasons why it can be a very slippery slope. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful. It is a slippery slope. You have to be careful. You have to be careful. Lacey, my pleasure. My pleasure. My pleasure. Number 3, the third neurodivergent addiction. All right. This is people. And I just grouped all these together in one. So number 3, limerence, sex, and people pleasing. I grouped all this together. This is a neurodivergent addiction. When you're neurodivergent, you have these intense emotions, all right? So when you're happy, you can get in trouble by overcommitting to things because you feel so happy that you think that you'll stay this happy forever. So now you start to sign up for all these events, and you're going to tell your friends, oh, I'll be here. I'll make it to brunch. I'll go out to the game with you. Not taking into account the fact that at some point you're going to run out of energy, right? But we have this people-pleasing tendency within us, and it starts from a very young age, right? You want to please your parents. And in an attempt to please your parents, you want to please your friends. You want to please everybody. You want to please everybody. And like Lacey's saying, can't say no and stay in very unhealthy relationships as well. That's correct. One thing that you'll probably see in your relationships as an adult is that you have a hard time saying no. And if you have a hard time saying no in your relationships as an adult, there's a good chance that you weren't given the chance to say yes or no as a kid. You weren't given autonomy. All right. And I say this all the time with autism. Every autistic individual needs autonomy. I don't care if you're level 3 and you can't talk. If you're a parent and you have a level 3 autistic kid and they can't talk, if there's one thing that they can do for themselves, you better let them do it for themselves. Because kids who have no autonomy grow up to be adults who don't know how to set boundaries. They can't say no. They can't make decisions because they were never given autonomy as kids. And for some reason, you become an adult and all of a sudden it's like, damn, I don't know how to respect myself, it seems. I don't know how to say no. I don't know what to do. I keep getting in these relationships where we love bomb each other. And limerence, I mean, you'll meet somebody on a Tuesday. By Saturday, this person is the love of your life. You can't think about anything outside of this person. You love this person. You've known them for a week, but the bond that you feel with this person is stronger than the bond you have with the person that you dated for 4 years. And that's how you get trapped in these situations. Limerence, your addiction has become a person. And you have to be very careful with this because even the person that you're putting on a pedestal, they don't see themselves as how great you think that they are. They can never live up to your expectations because you put them on such a high of a pedestal. All right. So you have to understand that when you meet somebody in the beginning, like the rule I have for myself, and guys, I've broken this rule many times. In fact, I always break this rule. But the rule that I like to abide by is I don't see my person or whatever girl I'm talking to in the beginning, I don't see them for more than once a week, maybe twice. I can give you twice, but no more than once a week. No more than once a week because you need some time to figure out, okay, like, is this person like who I really want? Or like, do I have the capacity to even do this right now? Do I have the capacity to do this? Like, I don't think I have the capacity to do this. You have to give yourself some time to just think. All right. So the limerence and people pleasing, they go together. Now, when we talk about sex, let's isolate the sex by itself. When you're neurodivergent, one of the hardest things to actually throw away neurodivergence for adults, one of the hardest things as an adult is learning how to regulate yourself. Nobody taught you how to regulate yourself. In 5th grade, they told me that I had to learn how to write cursive. And they said, Kojo, if you don't learn how to write cursive, you won't go to the 6th grade and you're going to struggle as an adult. So guess what I did? I got scared. I said, you know what? I better learn how to do cursive because if I don't learn cursive, I'm going to get left behind. They're going to fail me. I'm going to repeat 5th grade because I don't know how to do cursive. Now, looking back, that was so dumb. In 5th grade, you should have been teaching me how to regulate my emotions. Like the cursive, okay, like the heck with the cursive. If you can't write cursive or whatever. But in elementary school, they're not teaching you these fundamental life skills. Teach me how to regulate my emotions. Teach me how to deal with intense emotions. We were never taught these things. So as adults, you don't know how to regulate your emotions. All right. So when you're neurodivergent, you look for things that bring a whole lot of dopamine all at once. And that's how you regulate your emotions, right? That can be alcohol. It can be substances. And for many of us, it is sex. We don't talk about this often, but for a lot of us, it's sex. You have moments where you're understimulated and you need some type of stimulation. You might start an argument for no reason. You may scream at your partner. You may look for drama. But sex is one of the biggest ways that we like to regulate ourselves because it feels good. And there's a sensory component to sex as well. All right. There's a big sensory component. So you're going to have moments where you are much more sexual than usual. Sometimes we can call it hypersexuality. Like Sandra was saying there, we can call it hypersexuality because that's kind of what it is. All right. This is how you regulate yourself. And after the Mickey Ficky, we feel really good. But depending on who you're with, you might not feel that good. You're like, I don't like this person. I just had to get my nut off, right? That happens a lot. But the shucking, the good old shucking, the Mickey Ficky is one of our favorite ways to regulate ourselves. All right. And there's nothing wrong if you are a consenting adult. There's nothing wrong with the shucking. Go shuck who you want. All right. There's nothing wrong with that. I think the biggest issue is that we shuck the wrong people. Okay. We shuck the wrong people. So if you're regulating yourself, but you're shucking the wrong person, that's incongruent. Something is going to feel off. And sometimes it doesn't hit you until like a month and a half later, where all of a sudden now you have no sex drive. This is very interesting. And if you're in a relationship, this is why it's important for your partner to know that you are neurodivergent, because you can have moments where all you can think about is a shucking. Mac, yeah, shucking, the good old shucking. That's all you can think about. I gotta shuck. I gotta shuck. It's time for Mickey Ficky. Then you have times where you're very asexual. You don't want anybody to touch you. And this can go on for days. It can go on for weeks. And it's hard to explain. And when you are in a committed relationship, it becomes very difficult because, like if you have a healthy sex life and everything is all good and well, and then all of a sudden you hit like a low, or you just hit a moment where you're overstimulated and you no longer want to even think about the good old shucking, it can confuse your partner. And it is confusing because what do you mean every day we shucking and now it's a hug is difficult? That's us as neurodivergent people. You'll go from being extremely hypersexual, the next week you don't want to be touched. A hug makes you feel like get off of me, like don't touch me, like. And if this is how you react to your person, is very confusing. It's very confusing. I mean, they have every right to think that. Like, are you cheating? Are you no longer interested? I'm not saying that you're doing that, but it is to the naked eye, it's very weird that somebody is very into you and they're expressing affection. The next week, don't even touch me. If you're looking at me for too long, I'm like, stop looking at me. Like, look over there. Stop looking at me. Like, don't touch me. Once again, this is why it's important to know that you're neurodivergent, because this can lead to arguments. It can lead to fights. And it's important if your partner knows that this is what you're going through, they can still be upset, because in their head, it's time to shuck, right? But at least they can understand, or at least make an attempt to understand, because sometimes you don't understand somebody else. But if you can make an attempt to understand where they're coming from, it'll make it easier for you to process it. All right. It'll make it easier for you to process it. And like, this is a lot. I've got this type of DM from a lot of people where they don't feel like doing it, but they do it just to kind of like get it over with. And once again, it's a balance. Yeah. And it's tough to give, like, those asexual moments. It's just hard. And you do feel like you're being suffocated. And also, I want to say that guys feel this way too. Like, guys can feel this way too. I think, when we think about this, we think of the woman who's overstimulated and she's like, babe, not tonight. No, guys, because people think that all guys are horn dogs. And for the most part, yes, we are. But we do this. And I mean, I'll have these moments too where, maybe I'm thinking about something, or I'm just in a different space. And like, I don't, like, it's not on my mind. Maybe, yeah, you can call it asexual somewhat, but we'll have these moments where there's a big sensory component to it as well. Just leave me alone. Let me do my thing. Leave me alone. I'm calling Mickey Ficky now. I've gone through the confusion of my partner, him not understanding why I was hypersexual, then completely overstimulated the next day. Yes, guys, this is very confusing. This and look, I don't. Do y'all call it gooning? Is that what y'all call it? Gooning? Some people say shucking. Some say Mickey Ficky. Some say gooning. Guys, I think it's important to we need to have some grace for our partners, because once again, if you are like seemingly hypersexual on Tuesday and Wednesday, you don't want to be touched, it is weird, okay? I'm not saying that you're weird, but that is weird to them. The person who doesn't understand sensory overload and neurodivergence and understimulation, being overstimulated, they're going to be very confused, okay? So let's give them some grace because they have no idea what's going on. They have no idea what's going on. They don't know. They don't know. Mac, I'm not sure. Go easy on those tricks up in Maine. The number one biggest reason for my ex divorcing me. And guys, this is first and foremost. I'm sorry that this happened, and I'm sorry that you divorced because of this. I'm very sorry that this happened, and these are the conversations that we need to have. We need to have these conversations because when everything is fine, and the money's coming in, and you're smiling, the kids are doing great in school, sex life is perfect, everything is all good and well. But when you have these moments where you go from having a regular healthy sex life / hypersexual, because people don't really complain about too much sex. I've never really heard that as a complaint. Oh, we're shucking too much. That's not a complaint. But when it goes from here to there, it will leave the other person confused. And also, if that other person is neurodivergent themselves, and you go from here to there, they can take you saying no as a form of rejection. And if they also struggle with rejection sensitive dysphoria, then they can feel that deep and viscerally. So you see how like one thing leads to another thing. It's crazy how one thing leads into another thing. That's ridiculous. And guys, like, I get the shine. I appreciate you. I get these DMs a lot. Yeah, like, I don't shuck enough. Yeah. Maria, like, once again, it's important to just talk about these things because if you're not shucking enough and you at least can verbalize it, I think that goes a long way into saving your relationship. Like, just saying it out loud, like, yeah, like, we used to shuck 3 times a week. Now we're not shucking at all. Like, it's important just to just verbalize it. And also, sometimes people have to experience what you're going through in order to know what that feels like. If you've never dealt with sensory overload, like for real, you won't get it. Because like 23-year-old Kojo, if I'm dating somebody and she wants to shuck all the time and she goes down here, I'm going to be weirded out. I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm going to be very suspicious. 33-year-old Kojo, who runs 2 businesses, who is overstimulated 40% of the time, now I get it. Now I'm like, okay. Sometimes you're tired. Sometimes you have your brain is here, your brain is there. It's like, it's too much. It's too much. So I get it. I get it. But these are conversations that you should be having with your partner. I promise you, you should be having these conversations. Because not having the conversations makes it very weird. Because now it's the elephant in the room that nobody wants to address. These are conversations that you should be having. And somebody says on TikTok, who cares about shucking? That doesn't keep a relationship going. Active listening and empathy. Who cares about shucking? Oh, we care about shucking now. And I'll just speak from the perspective of a guy. Like, the lack of shucking can shut down a relationship. Like, it might not be a big thing to you, but I promise you, it's a big thing to your guy, to your boyfriend, your husband, your fiance. It's a big thing to him. So it might not mean anything to you, but I promise you, it's a big thing to him. I promise you, it's a big thing to him. Lori, how are you? I haven't seen you in a minute. 43 and single for 10 years. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. And yes, rejection sensitive dysphoria is physically painful. It is. And somebody doesn't have to reject you for you to feel this, okay? This is your perceived rejection of whatever situation. If you feel like somebody has wronged you or they're rejecting you, it's going to hurt. It's going to be very painful, all right? It hurts, all right? Regardless of what it is. Maybe it could be the smallest thing. It could be you talking to your partner and it looks like they're on their phone, they're not paying attention, you can take that as a rejection. It's like, dang, like when I talk, you don't listen to me. Like these are the small things that really can chip away your relationship. It's never the big blows. It's like it's the small things. And yeah, Bunny, thank you for telling the truth. The Mickey Ficky is absolutely necessary. Mickey Ficky is absolutely necessary. Like it's key. It's key. It's how you bond. It's how you bond. It's how you bond. And I get it how it may not be that important for one person, but for the other person, like, because I'll have people, I'll have patients who will like I'll have patients where maybe the wife and husband are both my patients, and like one person, and it doesn't have to always be the woman, but one person can be like in their own world and like they don't care about shucking, like everything is fine, like in their world everything is fine, and for the other person is like, no, life is going great, bills are paid, the kids are doing great in school, they're in sports, everything is all good, but we went from shucking 3 times a week to 3 times a month, and I'm losing my mind. But the other person is in their own world, they're like, life is great. They're like, life is great, life is great. Yeah, no, this is something that, guys, like I've gotten so many DMs about this. This is something that we have to talk about. It could be its own live stream, but I think now, most, contrary to popular belief, most guys are not assholes, all right? And if you see that your girl like is having a legitimate issue where her drive has gone from 100 to 0 and she doesn't know why, and you can tell that she's not doing it on purpose, I think any rational human being would have empathy for that. She's not doing it on purpose. Because it's one thing to do it on purpose and to withhold because you're trying to manipulate, but it's another thing to just be overstimulated. All right, I get it. I get it. Overstimulation. I get it. Kelly says, what is shucking? Somebody care to explain to Kelly what shucking is? That's what grown folks do when the kids look away. Shucking. Yeah, it's sex. Shucking. Top 5 neurodivergent addictions. Number 2, the phone. The phone. The phone. And before I get to this, to answer Jocelyn's question right here, my grandma always says that sex starts in the kitchen. So one of the best ways to turn on your woman is to do the dishes, to help with the kids, to do non-sexual things. And for us as guys, it doesn't really click in our minds, but that I think is the key, to help with non-sexual things. And then it shows kindness and consideration. And that's probably one of the best ways to turn your woman on. That's one of the best ways to turn. Yeah. Shucking is big. Shucking is big. It's one of the best ways to turn your lady on. Like when I was younger, I thought it was like, oh, I'm gonna go slap her butt. I'm gonna go play patty cake with her butt. And she's like, no, do the dishes. Do the dishes. And now I'm older, so I know. So that's why guys do the dishes. If you wonder why, like your husband came home, he did the dishes. He hates doing them, but like he did it without gloves and his hands are pruning. He did the dishes because he wanted to shuck. All right? He wanted to shuck. All right, guys. Moving on, the phone. The phone is a big addiction for us when we're neurodivergent. All right? Especially social media. And this is very ironic because you're watching this probably on your phone and you watch my videos on your phone. And I would not be Dr. Kojo without the phone. All right. So I am grateful for social media. I love social media. It has changed my life. It has given me the opportunity to meet so many people. It's given me so many different cool opportunities, and I'm able to take care of my family. I'm able to do cool things because of social media. So I love it. All right. At the same time, you have to acknowledge that this is digital cocaine, guys. Social media, what a powerful tool. Guys, I got 2 iPhones right here. These 2 iPhones are stronger than the computers that the president of the United States had in 1998. We have more information at our fingertips, more than Bill Clinton had when he was in office, running the whole country. This is crazy. This is crazy. And back in the day, you could scroll on Instagram. I know y'all remember this. You could scroll Instagram and you would scroll, and at some point it would say you have reached the end of your feed. And then you go to bed like, okay, I scrolled for an hour and a half. I'm going to bed now. Guys, that doesn't happen anymore. It doesn't happen anymore. If you scroll on Instagram Reels, or you scroll on Facebook, or you scroll on TikTok, have you noticed that it doesn't stop? It does not stop. There is no end. You can scroll your heart out. You can scroll from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. You're under the covers in the bed laughing. We all do it. You're laughing that you're saying the reels to your friends. This is funny. Look at the instant dopamine that we get from the phones, guys. The problem was always the phone. And I feel like a hypocrite because, like, I make my content on the phone for the phone. I make videos with the intention of y'all watching it all the way through and sharing it to people. And sometimes, like, I'll look at my videos and I'll be like, oh, this one only got 1.7 million views. And I have to realize I'm like, Kojo, you're crazy. What the hell is wrong with you? Relax. Like your brain is warped. My brain is warped. And the phone prevents you from living real life. We already have a high tendency to isolate, guys. Some of us don't like people like that. Some of us want to be at home. Like, being at home is so, like, there's nothing better than being at home. I love being at home. I really do love being at home. Like, I could be at home, scroll on social media, play my video games, hang out with my dog. I'll have whole dance parties where I'm dancing with my dog. I mean, this is when I used to smoke, but I'll have whole dance parties where I'm rapping for my dog like it's a concert. Give me some video games, give me my dog, and give me a pretty lady, and I can stay in the house. I don't have to leave the house. The phone makes it harder to leave the house, guys. You've got to leave the house. Life happens outside of your phone. But when you're neurodivergent, it makes it harder for you to get off the phone. We are way more susceptible. You have to give yourself bedtimes. Like, the phone is very powerful. Be very careful with it. Very, 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 very careful with it. Katie says, I have to turn my phone screen side down or charging in a weird spot. Yes. Katie, I do this too. I'm heavily considering getting a flip phone because I have to detach. I'm addicted as well, guys. So I'm not talking at you. Like, I'm an addict. All right. I'm also an addict. All right. I'm just as addicted. I wake up in the morning, I'm scrolling my phone. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh, these comments. I used to scroll through this. The reason why I don't go through my DMs as much is because I used to scroll through my DMs and it would affect me in my relationships. I would scroll through the DMs and I'll see people saying, oh, you saved my life. You changed my life. You're the best. I love you so much. And I would expect that same adulation in real life. So if the girl I'm talking to, the girl I'm dating, we're having arguments and she doesn't put me on a pedestal, if you don't treat me like I'm God, now, like, okay, I got to find a different girl who sings my praises because people online tell me how great I am. And at the same time, when somebody leaves a bad comment, it would just like a dagger straight through my heart. I'm like, why would you say that? Like, I put so much love into this video. Like, why would you say that? It's so easy for our emotions to go like this with social media, and our emotions do like this regardless. So you have to be very careful. The phone is still the greatest invention. The iPhone, I mean, when it comes to the greatest inventions of all time, like I'm a history buff, so I like to like if you watch me like at home, I'll watch like random YouTube videos of the Viking history, how they conquered Europe, like how different inventions came to pass. The Vikings put the sails on their boats, so now they're able to go faster than everybody. And what were the different inventions and how the telephone was created. And I love history, right? But if we're talking about the greatest invention of all time, it really could be the iPhone. I think Steve Jobs did his thing with the iPhone. This one phone can provide you so much enjoyment and keep you connected to the whole world. Guys, technology is crazy. How am I on the West Coast in the United States and I have this iMac that I'm using and I get to talk to y'all? I'm talking to people right now Patrick is in the UK, Leilani is in New York, Lacey is in Australia. We have never been so connected with each other, but yet so detached. You have to be careful with the phone. Please be careful with these phones. Our TikTok is in Michigan. Somebody's in South Africa. Yes, I still practice. Somebody's in South Africa watching me right now. Guys, technology is truly incredible, okay? It's wonderful. Somebody's watching me from the Philippines. Guys, how is this happening? Back in the day, the way we would communicate with letters. You used to have to wait 3 to 4 months to get a letter from England to the colonial US. Information travels so fast now. Our brains haven't adapted to it. And our neurodivergent brains, which are already prone to addiction, become that much more vulnerable. Somebody's in Alaska, somebody's in Oklahoma, Central Florida, Indiana, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, another person in South Africa, somebody else in London. Yeah, you would have to telegraph it back in the day. Somebody's watching me from Cameroon, all right? Somebody's watching from India. Back in the day, people in Cameroon would be doing one thing and people in Indiana would be doing another thing. They wouldn't be watching somebody on a live stream, all right? So this is like, I'm so grateful that we have this. Perth, Australia. That's like the third person from Australia. They're like, what, 16 hours ahead? Washington State. How far is Washington State from Australia? Ohio. Nottingham, UK. Yeah, back in the day, we had pen pals. I think I want me a pen pal. That's what I want. I want me a pen pal. I want me a pen pal. I want to wait a week for a letter. I need me a pen pal. She got to be 5'5", smell good, brown eyes. Someone's watching from Germany, Australia, South Carolina. Guys, technology is amazing, but I would recommend that every neurodivergent person check your screen time. Check your screen time and give yourself a limit. After you go over a certain amount, get off the phone. Unless you're on this live stream, then finish the live stream and then get off the phone. Give yourself a limit. Once you've passed the limit, get off of it. Get off the phone. Norway in the house. Oh, there are pen pal groups on Facebook? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I need me a pen pal. And as I'm telling you all this, I'm going to be more vigilant and make sure that I don't stay on the phone myself. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard, guys. It's hard. It's hard. Look at this comment. I don't like to wait a week for the new episode of a show. I'll binge watch a season in a night. Why did they give ADHD and autistic people like this much dopamine? Remember back in the day when you were watching your favorite show, you have to wait a week for the next episode? Remember that? And then you gather around the TV and say, oh, snap, like this show's coming on. This show's coming. Charmed is coming on. The Game is coming on. Now you can watch a whole documentary one night. We can stay up till 4 a.m. watch the whole thing. Things are so on demand now. Unless we can figure out how to regulate ourselves, this stuff is gonna drive us crazy. It's gonna drive us crazy, guys. Christopher, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. The majority of people who are part of the asexual spectrum are also ASD, ADHD, OCD, ADHD. Asexual spectrum includes demisexual, gray sexual. There seems to be a link between them. Can somebody explain to me demisexual, please? And gray sexual? I'm not familiar with those sexuals. I know asexual though. I'm very familiar with that. But Christopher, thank you for your comment. This does make sense. It makes sense because, like, a lot of the neurodivergent experience makes you not want to shuck. Sensory overload, being frustrated, things taking longer than it needs. Like, a lot of the neurodivergent experience will just kind of turn you off to sex. So I definitely get it. I definitely get it. I get it, man. I do that literally wait until all episodes are released, even if that means I'm avoiding spoilers. And yeah, I have to educate myself a little bit more about the different terms. Let me see. Gray sexual is you're willing for someone to make them happy, but you have no drive. Okay, got it. Thank you for letting me know that. And then demisexual is you can't have a sexual attraction until you have a deep emotional. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. I can see how that's neurodivergent. That's definitely neurodivergent. Wow. Thank you for educating me. Thank you for educating me. Did not know that. And then sapiosexual. Okay. There's a lot of different sexuals. And also, don't think of just autism as being on a spectrum. ADHD is also a spectrum as well. You have 3 different types: hyperactive / impulsive, inattentive. Then you have the combined. ADHD is also a spectrum. Autism is a spectrum. So you can have people who are gray sexual, sapiosexual, asexual, right? On one side. Then the other side, you can also have hypersexuality, right? So there's neurodivergence. Like, yes, it can get a little bit confusing. I get it, but it's a spectrum. It's a spectrum. A lot of BDS. Yeah, no, there's definitely a link between the neurodivergent community and the BDSM community. I have to educate myself more on it, but there's definitely a connection there. All right, guys, I had this one as my number 1 addiction right here. And it took me a while to line these up, but I do agree that this is my number 1 neurodivergent addiction. And quite simply put, it's avoidance. Avoidance is an addiction that you have as a neurodivergent, and it stems from the executive dysfunction. This is maybe the most wicked addiction. This is the hardest part, at least for me. Let me speak personally. This is the hardest part of being neurodivergent. This need to want to avoid everything, and then things just pile up. I got to get the dishes done. I'll do it later. I got to find my taxes. I'll do it later. I got to pick up the phone and make this doctor's appointment. I'll do it later. Got to get to work. I'll sit down first. I got to call my mom back. Oh my gosh. I got to take the clothes from the washer to the dryer. I'll do it later. 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 And the neurodivergent experience lends itself to you avoiding things. All right? You're overstimulated. You're having to deal with work. You're having to deal with finding a passion. You got to pay bills. You have to make sure that you're shucking your partner 2 or 3 times a week so that way they're not getting upset. You got to look out for the kids. You got to drop them off at school. You have to take them out to soccer practice. Got to bring them back home. Help them out with homework. You have to find time for yourself. You only have 5 minutes all day for yourself, and that's when you're taking a number 2. You have to find time to go connect with family, checking on your siblings. Life gets to lifing. You add that on top of your experience as a neurodivergent who's dealing with executive dysfunction. And now what this does, it reduces your capacity. Have you noticed that anytime you're behind on things and you say, oh, I need more time. I need more time to get things done. No, you don't need more time to get things done. You just need more focus. Something unlocked for me when I realized that you don't need more time to get things done. If somebody gave you a week extra to get something done, you still wouldn't get it done. You need more focus. You don't need more time. But how can you focus when your capacity is like this? How do we expand our capacity? The best way to expand our capacity, really and truly, is to go long periods of time where nobody needs anything from you. But how do you do this when you got to get your 4-year-old to bed? Like how does that work? How do you do this when you have financial and household obligations? How do you do this when you have aging parents? How do you do this when you have supervisors at the workplace telling you to get certain projects in? Where can you find the time and space to be unbothered? Because that's how you're going to expand your capacity. Having stretches of time where nobody needs anything from you. That and regulating your nervous system, if you can do that, is going to expand your capacity. Now you can actually focus and get things done. The things that you need to get done, you can get them done. But because your capacity is like this, you don't have the mental bandwidth to get anything done. Does that make sense? So now because you can't get anything done, you're just sitting there. You're looking at the clothes that you need to fold. You're looking at the bills that you need to pay. Hopefully you're not watching the time go by while the kids are at school because they need a ride. The kids are waiting on you. What are you going to do? You got to pick them up. They're not bus riders. You got to scoop them up. You got to pay your bills. You got to go to work. You have to get the clothes from the washer to the dryer or else you have nothing to wear. You're out of underwear. Leilani, I appreciate that. The hour mark. Thank you. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Y'all remember as a kid when, I don't know if y'all used to get whoopings as a kid, but I used to get spanked as a kid because I was a bad kid. And I would plan like this. I would come up with a master plan on how I was going to run away from home. You know, I was going to report my parents to CPS and run away from home so that I could have some time to just escape. All right. This is my big master plan. Now, did I ever do this? No, because you know, as an African kid, if you run away from home, when you come back, you're gonna get your ass beat. There's no point in running away from home. Like, don't do it. But I would have this plan, like, I'm gonna run away from home. I'm gonna take my PlayStation and I'm gonna guys, I thought I was gonna run away from home, take my PlayStation, and I was praying for like a kind white family to adopt me. So that way I wouldn't get whooped as a kid. You know those Make-A-Wish commercials to see where like that African kid gets adopted by the white family, they bring him in and like he gets to have like 3 meals a day. Like that's what I was playing in my head. I'm like, I'm gonna run away from home and I'm gonna go somewhere where my parents can't whoop me and I'm gonna take my PlayStation with me. Like that, I had a whole plan. I had a whole plan. Just imagine me. PlayStation in hand. Running away from home. So that way I wouldn't get a whooping. All right? Let me see. So a couple people actually ran away to the store around the corner. Police brought you back and you got a whooping. This is why I didn't run away, because I will get beat regardless. And see, look, growing up, realizing that white folks also got whooped, that freaked me out too. What's the point in being adopted by a kind white family if my white brethren are also getting beat as kids? Like, where can I go to where I don't get beat as a kid? This is crazy. This is crazy. I wanted to run away as a kid, y'all. I I wanted to run away as a kid. And what I realized I needed, like I just needed some time to myself. I was just overstimulated, but I thought that I needed to just have a new family. I was overstimulated. But now that I'm an adult, I sometimes have that same feeling of wanting to run away. But what am I running away from? Responsibilities? Like we feel this need to escape. It comes from when we were kids and when we want to run away. But now it's like, shoot, now it's not running away from getting beat. You're trying to run away from the IRS. You're trying to run away from your kids. You're trying to run away from your spouse. You're trying to run away from your boss. Christine on TikTok, I wanted to run away all the time. I want to run away from life. Someone says, I wanted Eminem to be my dad. I used to pray for a new family. So you know what? Charity, love of the show to Charity right here. Charity, thank you. You helped me connect the dots. You helped, like something just connected in my brain. Wanting to run away and praying for a new family as a kid, the adult version of that is wanting to move out of the country or wanting to go far, far away. We still have that desire. Like we become overstimulated, overworked. We just have to escape. As an adult, if you want to run away as a kid, you probably want to either move out the country. But the funny thing is, the people in Sweden or Thailand or wherever you want to go, they're trying to run away to the United States of America as well. The people in Canada, the people in Zimbabwe or wherever you want to go, they're trying to run away somewhere else themselves. They're trying to escape as well. Megan says, I was just telling my husband I get an overwhelming urge to run away when I'm stressed. Still at 51. Right. And look, imagine Megan running away at 51. Megan, how far would you go? Just imagine Megan. Megan, I can see you right now. Suitcase in hand. Pack up all your belongings. How far would you go? You wouldn't get pretty far. After a while, you're like, you know what? I'm going back to my husband. I'm going back to the kids. The kids are hungry at home. I used to put on Runaway Love by Ludacris and Mary J. Blige as a kid and look out the window. I'm like, a kind white family will adopt me one day and I'll stop getting whooped. Wow. Matt, look, I did not know white folks got beat when I was a kid. Like, I don't know what type of TV shows I was watching, but I was like, it's only me. I'm the only one getting whooped. I'm the only one getting whooped. Matt went to the middle of a lake. I'm the only one getting whooped. You see, there's a common theme here, guys. There's a common theme here. Someone says, I listen to Pocket Full of Sunshine. Take me away, a sweet escape. Take me away. Take me. Danielle, I know. I'm learning it now. I used to get monster off the tree. Ooh. Everybody got whooped in here. Oh my goodness. Everybody got whooped in here. And guess what, guys? We're still being whooped today. But now we're not being beat by the belt. We're being whooped by Georgia Power. You know, we're being whooped by the IRS. we're being whooped by Bank of America, Chase Bank. The credit cards are whooping you. And the social media algorithm is whooping you. Amazon and the ads that they place, Amazon's whooping you. The TikTok shop is whooping you. You see how things are constructed and it's made for, it's so convenient. Before you know it, you ran the bill up like, damn, like, how did I overdraft my card? How in the world, who spent this money? That's crazy. The whole time you have 5 boxes outside of your house that you're excited to open up. Jesse PC, good to see you. Life is still whooping us. Life is still whooping us. Life is still whooping us, guys. Life is still whooping us. Where are we going to run away to? Where are we going to run away to? Avoidance. We try and avoid our problems, but the only way. Oh, that I used to hate that Georgia Power bill back in the day. I hate these ring alerts. I used to hate Georgia Power back in the day. I'm like, oh, I gotta pay the electric bill. I gotta pay the bill again. Capitalism, yeah. Life in general is whooping us. Where are we gonna run away to? As an adult, you can't run away, but you have to figure out some time. You have to carve out some time for yourself. And if that's the 5 minutes in the toilet where the kids can't get to you, stay in the toilet for 5-10 more minutes longer. Sometimes the phone is your break from the kids. There's nothing wrong with scrolling on TikTok while you're in the toilet so you can laugh a little bit because you haven't enjoyed. There's nothing wrong with staying up an extra hour later so you can scroll on your phone like the revenge bedtime procrastination. You haven't had any time for yourself in the middle of the day. So you need some time to just relax. You have to do that and learn how to regulate yourself. Those are your only 2 ways that you'll be free. Those are your only 2 ways. Only 2 ways. Find some time for yourself, number 1. Number 2, you have to learn how to regulate your emotions. Because what do we have? We have a whole bunch of dysregulated people out here just making decisions. Dysregulated, tired, overwhelmed, overstimulated. You got to find a way. We got to find a way to find a way. We have to find a way to find a way. You got to find a way to find a way. Christina says, I just buy things when I'm sad. Christina, you're not the only person who feels that way. Buying things when you're sad. It's pretty hard to not buy things when you're sad. There's normally an emotion that leads to us doing certain things. Oh, I just spent $400 on Amazon. Oh my goodness. Oh, I've been sad all week. Learn how to regulate your emotions could have saved you $400. When you connect your emotions to the decisions that you make, guys, it will change your life. It happens for all of us. And like I said on Tuesday's live stream, there's an element of shame that's there. You overspend on Shein and Temu and the TikTok shop and Amazon. And now you're ashamed because you spent all this money, but you won't return it. You're like, whatever. So you sit with the shame for a little bit, and 2 weeks later, you do it again. You do it again. You do it again. You do it again. Matt, speaking of Matt Rife, he could be high functioning. I don't know him personally, but his eyes do get big on stage. Sometimes my eyes get big on stage too. Buying things, eating comfort food. Yeah, and look, there's nothing wrong with watching that same movie over and over because it helps to regulate you. Nothing wrong with eating that comfort food, but you don't want to dive too deep into the comfort food to where you're using the food as a way to drown your sorrow. But as we get older, we still have this need to want to run away. We want to run away from life responsibilities. And see, that's the thing about being an adult. Having to pay an $11,000 credit card bill helped me learn how to regulate my emotions. And as neurodivergents, this is kind of how we learn. We have to go through a painful experience where you run up the credit card bill. Spending money on the credit card is so fun, but paying it off is so it's the worst. It's nerve-wracking to have to pay off the credit card bill, but the elation The joy of spending the money on the credit card, it feels so good. You just put your card number in. It says payment accepted. It says order shipped. Ooh, payment accepted. Order shipped. Tracking number. Should be here today at 3 p.m. The whole day you're like a dog waiting outside. Oh, I got 3 packages coming today. I got 3 packages. I got 3 packages coming today. Ooh, 3 packages that you didn't need. $400 that you could have saved. But we were feeling sad. And this is what we do to take care of ourselves. The regulated version of you wouldn't have done that. All right? It wouldn't have done that. You could have saved yourself some money. You could have saved yourself some money. Andre, you never had a credit card? Well, no need to get one now if you've never had one. If you've never had a credit card, no need to get one now. No need to get one now. Stacey, I appreciate you. Look, I'm right there with y'all. Like, I'm making these mistakes so that way I have information to come back and tell y'all. Someone says you stopped weed, right? For now, yeah. And yeah. Let's water break. I forgot all about it. Somebody dropped the magic word in the chat. Water break. Drop the magic word in the chat. Yeah, but I mean, I hope I'm done. I hope I'm done smoking. But my best answer is I can say for now. I hope I'm done. I really hope that I'm done. I like my brain when it's, like sober and like I like my brain sober. I just have to learn how to regulate myself, right? Big cheers. Big cheers. Big cheers. Destiny, not anymore. I used to. I don't smoke anymore. Not anymore. Breaks are needed. I just started watching. Charity, you got sucked into the content. You got sucked into the content. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. We're glad to have you over here. We're glad to have you over here. Oh, I never did cigarettes. It was always green. I never did cigarettes. I just take my medications now. I take my meds and I stay out the way. I stay out the way. Nope. I stay out the way. I stay out the way. And Natasha, respect. Like, look, I got a buddy of mine who he'll do like the THC tincture drops. He'll take that and then he'll take his ADHD medications. And he says that it makes him productive. I'm like, bro, hey, if that worked for you, it worked for you. If that worked for you, it worked for you. But for me, I mean, I'll get violently high and I'll start to mix food combinations that shouldn't be mixed. And I'll get food poisoning and I'll lose 8 pounds in a day. And I'll go to, guys, it was so bad. I had to Uber to urgent care. And then I was looking at the reviews at the urgent care. I was like, is this a good urgent care? And I thought to myself, I'm like, hold up. I don't have any right to try and see if it's whatever urgent care they have, I'm going to it. It was a 1-star urgent care, but I got Zofran and it saved me. And that was the end of me. I said, nah, this is too much. This is too much. Yeah, I had to retire. I hate that I had to do so, but I had to retire, guys. Daddy had to retire. Gypsy says, did you use anything specific to get sober? No, just pain. You go through enough pain, you'll it'll get you right. Just pain. Oh my goodness. And yeah, you can say I greened out. Look, maybe it was some bad tree. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was, but I felt so bad. I had never thrown up like that before. I lost losing 8 pounds in one day, guys. 8 pounds. That's not normal. That's not normal. Someone says, so tell us, are you single? Oh yeah, I wouldn't say I'm on the streets, but I'm not dating at the moment. I'm doing my own thing right now. I don't know when I'm gonna get back into the game. I don't have much of a desire to get back into the game. I'll be single right now. I'll go back to my 4 wives later, but um, I'm single. But yeah, got a raw dog that make you picky. Yeah, no more treat for me. No more treat for me. I do use breathing techniques. And guys, we're in the Q&A section of the live stream right now. The last 10 minutes of the Q&A. I do use breathing techniques. It's very helpful for me. Anytime I'm just being mindful of my breathing. Just being mindful of the fact that I'm breathing and going slow. It really helps me out. Oh no, yeah, I spent all day on the toilet. No, I wasn't scrolling on the toilet. Scrolling on the toilet is enjoyable. Being hunched over like this on the toilet is not enjoyable. It's not enjoyable. 4 wives. Yeah, I'm from Ghana, West Africa. DNP, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Just Danny. Oh, some people here are shrooms people. Okay. And look, I know that THC can help a lot of people. And based off of what other alternatives they'd be using, you can make an argument that it beats that. Just have to be careful with it. You got to be very careful with it, especially if you're neurodivergent, right? If you're part of this community and you already struggle with executive dysfunction and you're a little bit behind on getting things done anyway, just exercise some caution. Be careful with it. Be careful with it. Oh, you'll be the wife in the corner. I got you. After a bad break. Sorry to hear that, Sandra. Sorry to hear that. I do believe Bruce Lee was neurodivergent as well. I believe he was. There's a couple of folks that I believe are neurodivergent. Anybody who has changed the game, anybody who's doing something that has never been done before, normally is neurodivergent. Okay? Just look at the name neurodivergent. Neurobrain, divergent, different. You take a different path. Society doesn't really want you to break away and do something different. When you do that, you're going to be questioned. People will laugh at you. Like when I moved to California and I left my forensic psychiatry job, which I love that job so much. I loved it so much. I love my patients. I don't think I've worked in forensics since then. Like it was a very unique and special job. I loved it, but I had an opportunity to move to California and to take social media seriously and to do it full time. And I made the absolute correct decision. And now 5.5 million followers later, we're almost at 6 million followers. It was clearly the right move. So I had to break off and do something that was different. And people said I was dumb for doing it, but I did a different thing, and it led to this. So a lot of people who have done something that is different are neurodivergent. Robert Williams, I agree. Richard Pryor too, I agree. And Bunny, the neurodivergent person is normally the black sheep of the family. But the funny thing about this is that you're probably not the only neurodivergent in your family. You're just the one that's diagnosed. That's the thing. Like you'll have autistic folks hating on other autistic folks. Just that the ones that are hating, they're undiagnosed. Like I would definitely say I'm the black sheep of the family. I'm the black sheep of the family. We're already black, but I'm the blackest. I'm the blackest of the black sheep. Ah, and there's nothing wrong with that. The black sheep, fam singer. I appreciate that. Yeah. I'm the black sheep. Yeah, I'm the blackest. I'm the blackest. I win. I'm the blackest of the blacks. The blackest of the black sheep. I'm the whitest black sheep. Okay. We can have some white black sheep. Alphabet soup. Happy that you're here. Oh my goodness. I'm not diagnosed, but it's about education fruition, I believe. Respect. Denise, love you too. Love you too. Like I love my community. Like I love y'all guys. Like I said on Facebook, we're approaching 2 million followers. Like how did this happen? I don't know how it happened. I feel like I blinked my eyes and we're here. It's like I don't have the words. I'm just so grateful to God. So thankful. I'm so thankful. And also TikTok, we're getting close to 3 million followers in TikTok as well. So TikTok, like I have not forgotten about y'all. Without TikTok, I'm not even here. I got my start on TikTok. So I love y'all. Oh, you saw guy look like me. No, I'm not in New York City yet. I'm not in New York City yet. New York is June 11th. June 11th at Rodney's Comedy Club. That's why I'm in New York City. I'm also the black sheep of the family, and I work straight up. Yeah, you're the blackest of the black sheep. It's very great. I'm weak, Matt. I wish the guy I knew all this before I turned 20. Black sheep my whole life, bullied, talked about for being different. Very few friends, still not accepted. I'm 49. Glad to be here. Charity, I'm glad that you're here as well. And this is why this community is so important, guys. This neurodivergent community is so important that we have here because a lot of the experiences that we have are the same. We have very similar experiences. And that's the beauty of this community. Just really think about it. I remember 2 years ago, we were struggling to sell tickets, right? This is like when I was early into comedy. We're struggling to sell tickets. And my promoter asked me, he said, Cujo, who are your people? Like who buys tickets to your shows? Like, who are your people? Do you have like black followers? Do you have like Mexican followers? Are they white people? Is it Latino? Like, who are your people? I said, Darrell, my people are not like black or white or Asian. My people are like ADHD folks, autistic folks, bipolar folks, people who have brains like mine, people who have been through similar experiences. Those are my people. And he didn't get it then. Now he gets it. I'm like, hey, my folks aren't like a race or like a gender or a sexuality. It's people who have brains like mine. And because of that, they have had similar experiences. You were lightly bullied. You were lightly talked about, for being different. You probably didn't have a lot of friends, or you had a lot of people around you, but they weren't really your friends, right? You have folks that will laugh with you, then you have folks that laugh at you. There's a big difference, right? So when you're the neurodivergent person in your circle or in your family, when you're the black sheep, when you're the person who's odd, when you're the person that goes your own way, you're going to feel lonely and isolated. But then when you meet other people who are like that, it makes everything click for you. It makes everything click. And I still deal with a lot of loneliness, and that's just going to be a part of my journey. It's not something that needs to be solved. I'm going to be lonely because I'm going to need time for myself to think and to figure out my next move and to allow myself to regulate myself. Like, the loneliness is a thing. Like, I don't look at it as a bad thing. The loneliness is a thing. It's okay. And there's some solitude in that loneliness that I have time to sit by myself and really think about what I feel. And yeah, you can say intersectionality, comedy, and human, humans. That's my community. That's my community. And when you're around other people who have dealt with the same type of thing, they just kind of get you, right? This is why you can talk to somebody who is also neurodivergent that you just met today. and you can relate to this person more than you can relate to people in your own family. Isn't that funny? How do I relate to these people more than my actual family? Your actual family that y'all have the same genetics, similar genetics. Like y'all share blood, but it's like you clash sometimes. You're not on the same page. It's helpful to have people around you who get you. David, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You should be charging admission back. That's funny. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see you. And there's a lot of people who've been DMing me saying that they're gonna come to the shows. I'll do my best to spot y'all. I can't wait to see y'all. I cannot wait to see y'all. It's gonna be so good. We kick off in Houston, Texas on April 26th at the All Jokes Aside Comedy Club. It's gonna be an amazing night. Houston is such a special city for me. I love Houston. I love Houston. I do not like the public transportation in Houston. I don't like that. It's a little confusing, but I love Houston, Texas. And I cannot wait to kick off my tour in Houston. I'm so grateful that I get to do that. And Nashville, May 31st. The Nashville show is almost sold out. And if the first show sells out, we will look to add a second show in Nashville. I would love to do that. Nashville is a very special town for me. I grew up in Nashville. It was the very first American experience I had. We moved to the States from Norway when I was like 5.5. I was 6.5 years old. We moved from Norway to the United States, and we moved to Nashville, Tennessee. We lived in the projects. We were poor, but we had each other and we had a lot of love. And I loved growing up in Nashville. So to come back, it means a lot to me. I would love to do a show in Toronto. I did one in Vancouver a couple weeks ago. Or 411, I'll have to look hard for you then. Houston's your hometown, H-Town. I love Houston. I'll be in Chicago June 18th. June 18th at the Comedy Bar is going to be Chicago. And on TikTok, Jenny, you're also Norwegian? Oslo? We used to live in Oslo. Okay. We used to live in Oslo. Jenny, that's what's up. I don't have any Oregon dates now, but I would love to come to the Pacific Northwest. We're looking to add one in Seattle. So Seattle is one show that we're actively working on right now. But Single Mom Goes to Law School, no shows in Washington yet. But like I said, I'd love to do a weekend in Seattle and another one in Spokane like the very next weekend. I would love to do that. We're working on adding Washington State to the tour. We're actively looking to do that. We do have shows in California. We have so in California, we don't have the headlining shows, but California is like, my home base. So we're gonna have if you click the link in my bio, I'll be doing stand-up at the Clippers game, but before the game, right? So before your Los Angeles Clippers take on the Oklahoma City Thunder, I'll be doing stand-up comedy for 15 minutes at Court B. So if you hit the link in the bio, you can not only come and see me do stand-up, but then you'll also get the chance to talk to Dr. Brooke, who is a performance psychiatrist, and you'll learn about how to train your mind. So that's next week, Wednesday, Los Angeles, California at the Intuit Dome. And also next week, Friday, I'll be performing at my home club in California. It's called the Fourth Wall Comedy Club in Hollywood, 5220 Hollywood Boulevard. That's going to be a Friday night, a California Friday nighter. So we still do have California shows. And yes, we will be looking to add Seattle. Atlanta as well. Like we'll be looking to add Atlanta too. I know people from Spokane. Nobody's happy to be going to Spokane. What do you mean? There's nothing wrong with Spokane. Ain't nothing wrong with Spokane. I think Spokane slept on. I've heard good things about Spokane. Not from a lot of people, but I've heard good things about Spokane. And Corrine, UK, I am looking to get over to the UK. So I'm looking to get some connections over there, and I would love to come back to Norway as well. No shows in Jacksonville, but I actually grew up in Jacksonville. We spent 2 years in Jacksonville. I went to Greenland Pines Elementary School, and I remember I won a signed Mark Brunel book and poster. So I'd love to come back to Jacksonville. I would love to come there. Oh, you lived in Nashville for a little bit before you moved? Nashville's amazing. Nashville is amazing. Yeah, we will look to add an Atlanta show. We will look to add an Atlanta show. DC is a great comedy town too, so I would love to come to Washington D.C. I would love to come there. Andrea, like I said, you got to hit up an open mic. You got to hit up an open mic. I'm telling you, you do so great. You do great. And somebody's saying, no, don't waste your time in Spokane. I don't know why Spokane gets all this hate, guys. I don't know what the city of Spokane has done for people to be so anti-Spokane, but I still would like to come out to Spokane. If Spokane will have me, I'd like to come out there. I'd like to come out there. And yes, the UK, I got family in London as well. I would love to come out there. Oh, I was depressed when I got my diagnosis in February, but now I know I'm blessed. Kareem, thank you for sharing. It can be, I mean, in the beginning when you get your diagnosis, you can have some mixed feelings to know that you're neurospicy, but just know that once you have the support that you need, you'll fly. You will fly. I'm not sure who AJ Wilkerson is. Not sure. Right. Every African has family in the United Kingdom. Australia. I'm not coming to Australia for the comedy festivals. I think that the comedy festivals are happening like in a month or so. But I would, if you come from Perth to Melbourne to come and see, that makes me feel so good. I would love to come out there. People in Australia like to laugh. Like y'all really like to laugh. My one of my openers who will be opening for me in Houston and Nashville, he is currently on tour in Australia right now. His name is Frankie Marcos. He helped me get my start in comedy. So he's been telling me great things about Australia, and I cannot wait to come out there. Cannot wait to come out there. Nervous system. Oh, yeah. Stand up is a little scary. I won't lie. It can be a little scary, but once you have your people there, it's very similar to a live stream. Like you're just talking to your people. You're just having a good old time. That's what we're gonna be doing. We're just gonna have a good old time. Not worrying about how you look, just being silly, just having a great time. That's the goal. To just have a good time. We're gonna have a good time having a good time. Check out AJ Wilkerson. Okay, I'll check him out. If he's a comedian who stems a lot on stage, I think I know who you're talking about. I feel like I've seen some of his clips before. But yeah, Canada, I'm still looking to do a show. I'm looking to do a headline show in Vancouver. So I didn't do a full-on headline show in Vancouver when I went. It was more so just dropping in. But I'd love to do a headline show in Vancouver. Yeah, I thought about this. I think we should do it. I think we should do it. Why not? We should do this at the show where we get up, we all just stem. I think we should do that. Because that's what adults need. We need to stem. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Yeah, Lidliner, we're gonna do it. We need to stem. We need to stem. Get up, stem. Flap your arms. Like feel good. Like we should all be stemming. We should all be stemming. And I feel like my community would love to do that. They would love to do that. They love to do that. And the ancestor on TikTok, yes, Canada has more places outside of Vancouver and Toronto. I'm aware, like Alberta. I'd love to come out there. I mean, you're mentioning Winnipeg. there's a couple of places that I have not checked out. So there's quite some traveling that I got to do. A lot of traveling that I have to do. So a stem break and a fidget swap. Oh, a fidget swap. Flap your hands and right. Flap your hands, tap your feet, get the wiggles. Hey, that's gonna be fun. Just tap, 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 tap. Flap your hands. Tap, tap, flap, tap, flap, tap, flap, tap, flap. I like that. I like that. See, Robin's already stimming right now. Robin's in Norway stimming right now. He's tapping his feet. He's laughing. He's tapping his feet. He's feeling good. He's flapping. He's getting those wiggles out. He's flapping. Oh yeah. We need to do a stem break for sure. For sure. I like that. I like that idea. Oh, Mickey Ficky. All right, so let me see. What's the schedule looking like for next week with the live streams? I have to check in on my team next week. Next week is quite a heavy week of things to do. Let me see. We'll probably do a live stream. Monday next week. Doing Monday, and then let me see. Back on the road. A live stream Monday, and live stream Monday. Maybe we'll add one in the middle of the week. I'm not sure, but we'll look to get one in on a Monday for sure, because it's going to be a busy week next week. Next week is going to be a busy week. I got 2 comedy shows, one at the Clippers game, one in Hollywood. A lot of writing. So it's going to be a great week, but we're going to at least have the comedy. We're going to at least have the live stream on Monday, next week. For sure Monday, and then maybe we'll have Matt, I see your comments. That threw me off, Matt. That threw me off. Oh man, that's funny. But what I'll say is that we'll have a live stream released on Monday. California. That's where you find good-looking female ADHDers. But there's beautiful women who have autism, ADHD all over. Just like California is where I'm at. I play a gig tonight. Congrats on the gig. And a quiet room and sim toys. Oh, this is inspiration for the comedy shows right here. Neurodivergent friendly show. STEM toys, because there's nothing better than listening to your favorite music or watching your favorite comedian, and you have a little fidget spinner, a little something to make you feel good. A little something to make you feel good. Matt, I get you. Look, Matt, I felt that comment. That's why I'm laughing. I felt that comment. Your girl's gonna be like, "Oh no, here he goes again. He's gonna eat his stem." Kareen, yeah, sure. What's your question, Kareen? Let me get the question before we end the live stream. Tongue pierced. Lori, I like that. You got your tongue pierced. Okay. There's a big sensory component to everything that we do. So interesting. It's funny. I remember I went through a phase where I don't know if it was a phase, but yeah, it was a phase. I went through a phase where every girl I dated had like a belly button ring, and I don't think I was doing it on purpose, but like I just and like obviously I can't feel her belly button ring, but like I just liked the belly button ring. I don't know. It was like a thing for me. I don't know. I just really liked it. Oh, wow. Okay. So Karina is asking me a great question right here. Who is your favorite rapper, male and female? Oh my goodness. What a great question. Favorite rapper? Favorite rapper. Okay, I'll give you my favorite rapper. I'll give you my favorite rapper now and favorite rapper of all time. Okay, so when it comes to my favorite rappers now, my favorite rappers right now, okay, is NBA YoungBoy or YoungBoy Never Broke Again. My favorite rapper right now. And my favorite female rapper right now is Dej Loaf. Okay, I know that's a lot of people don't really like Dej Loaf as their favorite female rapper, but I've been stimming to the song "Try Me" by Dej Loaf for the past like month and a half. So yeah, Dej Loaf is my favorite female rapper right now, and my favorite male rapper right now is NBA YoungBoy. Now, my favorite male rapper of all time is Drake. All right, my favorite male rapper of all time is Drake, and my favorite female rapper of all time is Lauryn Hill. I know she's like a singer as well, not like a straight rapper, but my favorite female rapper of all time would have to be. Actually, no. I take it back. My favorite female rapper of all time is Young M.A. I love Young M.A. I love Young M.A. I love Young M.A. I love Young M.A. I'm a big fan of Young M.A. So that's my favorite female rapper of all time. Great question, by the way. Great question, by the way. You play with your belly ring. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I need to figure out like what that says about me, but like every girl I dated, it was like 4 girls in a row that all had belly button rings, and I don't think I was like seeking them out on purpose, but yeah. Oh, Matt, you've been single for 3 years? Okay. And I do think that taking some time, away from relationships is it's a good thing, for all of us at some point. I feel like I'm in that phase right now where I'm just kind of taking some time to myself to figure out myself. That's what I'm doing right now. Oh no, I am showing my age. Yeah, mentioning Lauryn Hill. I know. I'm an old head. I do love Lauryn Hill. I Free Mind, but I have not heard that song by Thames, but I do like Thames. Christina, I'm not 40. Look, I'm 40. I'm 33. I'm not 40. Lauryn Hill is amazing. Lauryn Hill is amazing. Oh man. Yeah, no, I'm not old. Oh, Christina, you're good. You gotta apologize. I'm a young cat. Like at some point, Daddy's gonna be old, but right now he's young. I'm young. I'm young right now. But yeah, so next week live stream. We're gonna aim for a live stream next week. Yeah, we're gonna aim for a live stream next week, Monday for sure. And then we may do a live stream with I'll see if we're gonna do a live stream with Emily, because Emily will be I'll be with Emily next week, so maybe we'll do a live stream with her and y'all can hear from Emily. I think that could be cool. We'll see. We may do a live stream with Emily next week. We'll see. Who's Emily? Oh, that's one of my wives. I'm kidding. No, she's the actress in the skits. She has autism and ADHD, so I think hearing from her could be hearing from her could be pretty neat, actually. Yeah, hearing from Emily could be pretty neat. Maybe y'all may want to hear from Emily. I think y'all really like her. She's awesome. And All right, okay. So talking about female rappers, let me give Nicki Minaj her flowers. Let me give Nicki Minaj her flowers, bar for bar. Nicki is one of the hardest rappers out there. Like Nicki Minaj, in terms of like talent, Nicki Minaj, yeah, put her up there. Nicki Minaj is the Kyrie Irving of female rappers. She's the most skilled rapper, I think. She's the most skilled. Cardi B's up there too, but Nicki Minaj, I think, has more talent than Cardi B. Like give Nicki her flowers. Like Nicki Minaj is like that. Nicki Minaj will out rap a lot of people's favorite male rappers. Like, and she's been doing it for decades. So let me just put some respect on Nicki Minaj's name. Can we just do that? Can we just put some respect on Nicki's name? And yeah, like you're right. People will never admit it, but no, Nicki Minaj. I mean, my first girlfriend ever was obsessed with Nicki Minaj. This is back in like 06, 07. And Nicki has been doing this for decades. Somebody says Nicki is MAGA. I don't know if Nicki is MAGA. I don't know what her beliefs are. I'm not. Nicki could believe in like fish for all I care. I don't even know what she does. I don't know where she's at right now or where she's been up to. I'm just talking about the pure talent. Nicki Minaj is like that. Nicki Minaj is like that. Like that. Gage, I appreciate these comments. I appreciate the comments. Look, a couple of people here have been watching me for years, guys. You don't know how much that means to me. Y'all have been watching me do this for years. So the bond and the relationship that we've developed is a personal one. And as somebody who takes medications myself, like I'm not just telling you to take meds. Like I don't get paid by any company to tell you to get on these medications. Like I take these medications myself. ADHD meds. Like I've tried antidepressants and mood stabilizers. I've been there with you. You know, and sometimes I'll even tell patients that because patients would be like, "Oh, you're just trying to put me on all these meds," and like I'm like a guinea pig. I'm like, no, like I'm in a fight with y'all. Like I've gone through this myself. So to see people come here for the content and to take the necessary steps to make their life better, that means a lot to me, Gage. I get to be a part of your journey. So it's deeply personal, and it means a lot. It means so much to me. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. All right, y'all. So that's it for tonight's live stream. Like I said, I have nothing but gratitude. Thank you so much. We are approaching 3 million followers on TikTok. I've been doing this for a couple of years now. It means a lot to me. We're approaching 2 million followers right now on Facebook. On YouTube, our community over there is growing as well. We're getting close to 300,000 followers on YouTube. We just hit 700,000 followers on Instagram, and we're getting close to 6 million on all the platforms. And in all actuality, I think we've already hit 6 million followers on all platforms. So like we'll have a graphic for that. I'll celebrate this because I used to celebrate these milestones, and then I got caught up with life and I stopped celebrating them. But I do want to celebrate these milestones and let y'all know how much I appreciate y'all. So thank you so much. So whether you've been here for years or whether you're like Gracie and you just came here a couple of days ago, I appreciate your attention. Thank you so much. Like I said, for more information on the comedy shows, Houston, April 26th, Nashville, May 31st, New York City, June 11th, Chicago, June 18th. For more information on that, hit the link in my bio. If you want to learn about my private neurodivergent community, where I share my best tips and tricks and what I use to help me with my neurodivergent brain, then go to the link in the bio and you can get access to my school community. So yes, J&J, I'll see you in Chicago. And I'll see some of y'all in Houston. I'll see some of y'all in Nashville and some of y'all in New York City. And for the rest of y'all, I will see y'all at the next live stream. And we'll be aiming for Monday. Monday at the regular time is when we're going to aim for the next live stream. So once again, thank you so much. I love and I appreciate y'all. And I hope y'all have a fantastic night. Thank you. Try and get some sleep as well. Try and get some rest.